I had a trial against the city of Los Angeles less than a month ago, a 60-year-old man crossing the street when a city of Los Angeles garbage truck ran him over.
This is your boy Larry Taylor, the real life lawyer, here on another version of Tailor Made Conversations. And we are here with a Los Angeles, LA County, California legend, pit bull, titan of a lawyer. Bro, tell the people about yourself.
Hi, I'm Rahul Ravipudi. Nice to meet you. I'm a trial lawyer here in Los Angeles. I've been practicing for a little over 26 years, always representing plaintiffs.
You look 20.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Come on, man.
If
26.
this thing grows out, it's all great. All great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 26 years practicing where?
At Paniche Ravipudi is the name of the firm now. I had practiced at another firm for about 6-7 years. Plaintiff side also did the whole Aaron Brockovich case, did antitrust, complex business litigation, all on the plaintiff side as well. So, but with my partner Brian Panish, and we've got about 45 lawyers now at the firm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's no small potatoes.
No.
I don't even want to know what that payroll looks like. See, people don't talk about it. You know what? We're going to talk about that on another segment. I might do a Zoom call about the management of a firm, right? Because people hear 45 lawyers, and unless you manage a law firm, you don't go through the whole state employment taxes and payroll and health insurance. And so if you guys are interested, send a message to us, DM us, let us know that you want to hear from my man Raul about how he manages 45 attorneys and this large law firm here in California. But talk to the people about, what kind of cases you're working on now.
Right now, we've got a couple of mass torts going on. We represent a number of people against all the social media companies, Meta, Snap, TikTok, and Alphabet, so that'd be YouTube, for developing these platforms that addict children and then cause serious mental health issues. So the first bellwether trial is going to be in November here in Los Angeles. The Eaton fire that happened in January here in 2025, it took out the entire town of Altadena, very close to where I grew up, very close to where I live, and it's been devastating for the community. And so I'm a co-liaison counsel and litigating all of those cases as well. And we've got trial January of 2027 on that. And then we represent a lot of individual people who were harmed in terrible ways by corporate negligence, government liability. And so we have a lot of those cases happening here in California, Nevada, where our offices are, Arizona, Washington, and a lot of other places across the country, actually.
And we talk about all these cases, and people always talk about us plaintiffs attorneys about money, right? But tell us about those stories of dealing with a mother or a father who's dealing with a child who's addicted to video games or to the social media platforms, or who have even lost their lives because of these platforms. Because I think that's important for the people to know too.
Oh, there's so many. I've got 3 boys, 19, 16, and 13. And I can't talk a lot about the case right now because a lot of the documents are confidential. But everybody knows that these platforms are addictive. And then I don't know if you as an adult have seen yourself just sitting in bed, 30 minutes goes by and you just didn't realize that you've been scrolling. That's 30 minutes of our lives lost. But for a kid with developing brains, that's something that just leads to bad habits, which then leads to addiction, which then leads to loss of sleep, which then leads to depression, which then leads to low self-esteem, which then leads to suicidal ideations. And starting that snowball so early in life, while these companies are making billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars profiting off of it, it makes me sick to my stomach.
And I work on those cases as well. And one of the things that a lot of people miss sight of is, like you stated, we as adults fall into that trap, right? And so I play Madden. I'm going to say it because I'm not in leadership, so I ain't got to worry about a whole lot. But I was playing Madden, and I looked at my credit card statement at the end of the year and realized that I had spent over $1,000 playing a video game on my phone. and how crucial that may have been to someone who may not have had those resources or be in the same situation as I am. And it's especially being a child, and how crucial and how devastating that could be. And so I definitely understand that. What other cases are you working on, or are you still doing antitrust at all?
Doing a little bit of antitrust, but one in Nevada that we had. But for the most part, aviation disasters and auto, construction, product liability cases. I had a trial against the city of Los Angeles just less than a month ago. A 60-year-old man was just crossing the street when a city of Los Angeles garbage truck ran him over, gave him a severe brain injury that has left him in a coma for a little over a year now. So we went to trial on the case. The city didn't offer any money. And the city came in and said, hey, look, I know this guy's got 5 kids, must be sad for him, but this guy doesn't feel anything. He doesn't experience anything. He's been in a coma. He may die tomorrow, and had that type of attitude and didn't want to compensate this man for doing the most severe type of harm to him. And the way they went into that case was kind of rage baiting everybody with and gaslighting on, maybe the plaintiffs are just asking for too much money. This guy's in a coma. He's not asking for anything. You need to compensate him for what you've done to him. And having to bring those issues before this jury and going through those issues, knowing that some jurors may think about taxpayer dollars or other types of issues, it's difficult. But getting to actually get to the finish line, and we got a jury verdict of a little over $48 million. He deserves every penny of that and more. And we're still hopeful that he's actually going to come out of this coma and actually get to have a quality of life. And he'll have the opportunity to do that now.
And see, in stories like that, I think it's important for people to hear it, right? Because you didn't even go into the details about how his 5 kids over the years have had to struggle with coming to visit their father, take care of their father, medical bills. If he does recover and come out, rehabilitation, what does that look like?
Yeah.
And not just that, but Crump and I have talked about it, how it affects our psyche, and going into those hospital rooms and talking to those families. And people always say it's about that check or about this. And, like the defendant said, he can't feel, he's not really there. I mean, what is this going to do for him? And it's us holding them responsible and making sure that he has the best quality of life possible going forward. Because if you've never dealt with our Medicare or Medicaid systems, they're not necessarily the best to take care of someone in that situation, especially someone who had a great quality of life beforehand. And so thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for coming out to the Shades of Mass and speaking.
Larry. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's not the last time. So I'm putting this on the record, okay? So everyone hears this. He'll be back most likely next year if he's not in trial, because I wrote down his trial schedule right here. And so I'm going to make sure we schedule the conference in between depositions and experts, and he'll be able to be here because you did a fantastic job. And I think a lot of young lawyers and even some of us senior lawyers need to hear from him.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,